Warmly welcome to the Shakmo English Club channel, a wonderful place for improving your knowledge through English. I'm Kim Phúc. Today, we will discover interesting facts about the sun. The sun is terrifying and gorgeous, and is also the best physics laboratory in our solar system. Sabrina Savage, project scientist for NASA's High Node and NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama, said in a statement, "So have you ever wondered when and how was the sun formed? According to Space.com, about 4.5 billion years ago, wave of energy traveling through space drags clouds of short particles closer together, and gravity caused them to collapse in on themselves and then start to spin. The first step of how the solar system formed. At the beginning, it was born of hydrogen and helium not yet powered by fusion. Over tens of millions of years, the temperature and pressure of the material inside increased, jump-starting the fusion of hydrogen. The material clumped together to form a protostar that would eventually become the sun. That is why the sun can be seen as 4.5 billion years old yellow dwarf star located at the center of our solar system. So what is inside the sun? The solar interior has three main parts: the core, the radiative yen, and the convective yen from the inside out. Firstly, the core. It extends from the sun's center to about a quarter of the way to its surface. Although it only makes up roughly 2% of the sun's volume, it is almost 15 times the density of lead and holds nearly half of the sun's mass. Secondly, the radiative yen. It extends from the core to 70% of the way to the sun's surface, making up 32% of the sun's volume and 48% of its mass. Light from the core gets scattered in this yen so that a single photon often may take 1 million years to pass through. Finally, the convection yen. It reaches to the sun's surface and makes up 66% of the sun's volume, but only a little more than 2% of its mass. Rolling convection cells of gas dominate the sun. Two main kinds of solar convection cells exist: granulation cells about 600 miles, 1,000 kilometers wide, and supergranulation cells about 20,000 miles and 30,000 kilometers in diameter. Doesn't the sun have a solar surface like the Earth, other rocky planets and moons? The answer is no. Although we call it a surface, the photosphere is actually the first layer of the solar atmosphere. Its thickness is about 250 miles, and temperatures reach about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5,500 degrees Celsius. That is hard enough to make carbon, like diamonds and graphite, not just melt but boiled. The information we provide today is just a small amount of information about the sun. If you want to know more interesting news, please comment below. Maybe we will make another video about other fascinating things about it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a productive and enjoyable of learning and working.